Hey guys, this is Chris Dixon with Motoryacht magazine. I'm aboard a really interesting boat that we've been following for the last several months. This is a Sialia 57. This is an electric dayboat yacht, a big one, and it's pretty impressive build out of Poland, and it seems a particularly well adapted boat for the market here in the South Florida area for a number of reasons. So I'll give you guys a quick walk around and a description of the boat and some of its unique features. So let's take a look. So Sialia calls this boat Deep Silence for a good reason. She is powered not by a diesel motor, but by a pair of twin electric motors that are pretty small, but can push the boat to a good speed. And by that I mean they're small in size, but they're not small in power. They're 500 kilowatts a piece, which equates to about 700 horsepower. So the boat will top out at around 28 knots, can run pretty good while at 26, and then has a comfortable cruise at around 17 to 18 knots. You can see it's got a really nice, big, wide rear platform. You can put a davit on it to carry on a Williams tender that will actually fit in this mammoth garage. So that's the kind of space you get when you don't have a pair of huge diesel engines turning your dayboat. I'd add they'll be building a 59 that will allow you to pull the tender in straight. So massive rear lounge on this boat, and an interesting configuration here. This seating area, actually the seat slides back just a little bit to turn into a forward-facing lounge. This flips over and goes to the other side of the table if you need it to. Then you slide that center section back and move the table here, and you get a really nice face-to-face dining area. Otherwise, you can, if you pull this so that you've got forward-facing seating, you can have more than 9 people probably facing forward, cruising on this boat. It's a pretty neat configuration. There's a neat little bar and a table set up here. We've got a full galley behind the model for their pending Sialia 45. There's a freezer, cooktop, and a full sink underneath the cabinetry there. Here there's a really nice, comfortable chaise and lounging area. And one of the things that you'll notice is that the side windows here are, obviously there's a big open area there that can either be filled with an isinglass slider that came with this boat, or if you buy one yourself, you can custom spec it to be full glass. And and then, as you can see, looking overhead, there's the potential for mammoth airflow and sunroof on this boat. So the way that this boat is configured and the way that they are configuring them, maybe we move back real quick, and I'll just show you real quick where the batteries and where the motors are. So the battery pack goes underneath this clear panel in the floor. This can be configured with either, this one has 250 kilowatt hours of battery, which is the equivalent of about 2.5 F-150 Lightning Fords. And then the 2 motors underneath the clear panels there, and you can actually see them, and their footprint is just tiny. So this boat also has what they call a range extender, which is a 400 kilowatt diesel generator that will let the boat have regular yacht range, basically, if you're not running at too high of speeds. But you can configure this with 750 kilowatts of battery with the range extender, or if you don't want the range extender, you can actually have a full megawatt of lithium batteries put on this boat. And I would add, these aren't just sort of your standard lithiums. The founder of this company actually owns a battery component manufacturing and research and development company, and he's been involved in electrification projects from trains to buses to boats for the last like 10 years or more. And so these batteries are custom spec for a marine environment and for this boat. And I hope we're going to be able to get on it very soon to come back down to actually sea trial it. And one of the things that they've pointed out that would be true in this market is so much of the uses for a boat like this in South Florida are low-speed cruising, and because of the way the batteries are configured and everything, you can pretty much cruise without diesel fumes, running all your house systems, your air conditioning, and everything for a long time. I mean, you'd use this as a day boat or a weekender, and with the range extender and or the megawatt battery pack, you could actually make runs out to Bimini with no problem on an electric yacht, which is a pretty unique and cool thing to be able to do. So the helm seats obviously can be had either bolster up or bolster down, and I sat there. It's a pretty comfortable seating position actually. Moving down below. This is a comfortable and obviously fully climate controlled custom setup down here. Forward berth is a great place for the kids. Then you've got this L-shaped seating area that faces the TV, and you can also monitor your climate control and your other systems literally from the seating area. And there's a full mini galley down here as well, and then we can move back in a second, show you guys the rear master suite. So this is a twin stateroom, or not twin, but a dual stateroom boat, and you know, if you in a pinch you could surely sleep an extra person on the lounge. So you know, you could weekend this thing for 5 folks if you really wanted to squeeze them in. Real comfortable little stateroom, fold up vanity, and a nice little seating nook. And that looks like it's between a queen and a king size bed to me. So this boat does have very easy bow access to the helm lounge, or to the forward lounge rather. This looks like a pretty comfy spot, if you ask me, to be cruising silently out towards Haulover Inlet or to the Bahamas. I'd add there are twin mounts for a table here at the forward lounge, forward set, and you know, sit out here and enjoy lunch and a cocktail. And as you can see from here, the potential for opening that roof is mammoth. I mean, how pleasant would it be to be cruising back, you know, from a day out offshore with that roof wide open and the stars and the moon shining in? I think it'd be pretty cool. So that's it from the Miami Boat Show, and we're hoping to sea trial this boat real soon, and hopefully we will, and we'll see you guys on the water.